Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another coding lesson for grade 6. Let me just check. Can all of you hear me fine? Yes, I'm going to ask you not to unmute yourself, guys, because otherwise you're going to be removed from this lesson, because if you unmute yourself or share your camera, it's really distracting to the rest of the class, and the host will remove you if you keep doing that. All right. Let's go to the first slide. My name is Marilette Geldenhuys. You can call me Mrs. Geldenhuys or Mrs. G. And today is this is our fourth coding lesson. Those of you who didn't come or haven't come before, it's fine. You can still catch up. You can do whatever we did in class. You can do at home on your own. I'll share the link with you guys. Then you can practice and play around and have some fun with coding. So this is what we did yesterday. We did lesson 1, puzzle 5 to 8. And I asked you to do homework on puzzle 7. Now, I haven't received anything except for one person, Lene. She sent it to me again, but none of the others shared anything with me. Let me see, who of you played around with puzzle 7 a little bit after our lesson? Some of you are saying you are done with the coding. Remember, yesterday I told you it's not about rushing through it. It's about experimenting with the puzzles that we're busy with, because we can go through it very quickly. In class also, we can rush from one to the next one, but that doesn't mean we understand it or we really actually know even why we did things or the way we did it. So I told you yesterday, it's better for you to play around with one puzzle and change things and even add more things, more than they've asked, so that you can learn from it. All right, so some of you said that you did it, but you forgot to send it. So you can send it with today's homework. I would love to see your pictures and your videos and stuff. It's awesome to look at other people's creativity, because this is what mine looks like, but yours will look totally different, right? You'll have a different background. You will have different dancers, different characters, different sizes. So let me just see, someone's asking about the app. I will share the link with you guys in just a while. And that is the link that you can also practice on and play around with. Today, I hope to finish puzzles 9 to 13, and that will bring us to the end of lesson 1, the dance party. And then from lesson 2, it's not going to be about dancing again. So I want you guys to really enjoy today, or enjoy the lesson about the dance party, because it's quite fun to do it with the music and to see what happens, but that's not going to be the same in the next lesson. At the end, I share my email address with you. So if you stick around to the very end, you'll see my email address and then you can share it with me. Remember, as we've said before, don't be scared to try things. You won't break anything. The worst that can happen is you won't pass the phase or the puzzle, but then you just have an opportunity to reset or move things around and see what you can come up with. I said also that we learn well when we make mistakes. So don't be scared to try things. If I make a mistake and I can fix it, then I've learned more than if I haven't made a mistake or if I call someone else to fix my mistake. Right, we talked about splitting your screen, but we also said that that might not be the best way to do it. If you have 2 devices, that's the perfect setup. So you can follow my lesson on the smaller device, like on a cell phone, or you can well, you can follow it on the one device and then do your coding on the bigger device, like the like the laptop or the computer. Or you can just minimize and maximize, because you can still hear when I'm talking. So whenever I say something like, quickly look at my screen, then you just maximize my screen. And when I'm done, you can go back to your coding. Who is this? Mashlodi. You said you want to know how do I download it, and they give. Okay, so at the end of lesson 13, puzzle 13, they do give you an option to download. But for yesterday's homework, so on puzzle, I think I gave you homework on puzzle 4 and I gave you homework on puzzle 7. There I said you can just right click on the little dance on the picture, the video that you see, and then when you right click you will see download picture or something like, I can't remember exactly, but it gives you the option to save it to your device. Then you save it and you email it to me. But today's, if we get to 13, it will be different because you can actually download your video and not just a picture. Later on I will share the link with you, and I want you to respond to questions in the chat, just like you've been doing. Today we will see new blocks. We'll see set dancer size, so we can change their size. We will change their tint, and then we will have something like this. When, maybe this will be up, when up is pressed, something will happen. So we will write the program to run as usual, but then when I press something, something else will happen. Right, and then we'll also have the new block called randomize. All right, so I'm going to go to the website. Can all of you see my new screen now? And we are currently on puzzle 9. And I'm going to share it with you in the chat box right now. There we go. I'm going to give you a minute or so to just go there. Let me know when you're done, when you're there and ready to go. All right, so here, before we do anything, we have to see what do they want from us. So I get all my instructions here at the top. I want to ask you to respond to the questions in the group chat, please, and not on private messages, so that everybody can see your answers. Right, so we have this instruction, these instructions at the top. It says, now we know how to change a dancer's properties, because that's what we did in the last lesson. We can also make the same properties automatically respond to the music using this block. And then it gives you the new block there. Let's inspect it a little bit. It says, write unicorn begins size following bass. So this program uses the music's bass volume so that's the low sounds of the music, to control one dancer's height. So and now it says, so what we have to do is, can you make the other dancer respond to the music too? So before I do this, before I do what they asked me to do, I'm going to just run it to see what's happening right now. See, look at my screen. And what happens to the shark? He becomes bigger when the bass kicks in. So that depends on the song that you've chosen. If your song doesn't really have bass, then I don't think a lot will happen. But the song that's already in this puzzle is Keith Urban, Somebody Like You. In the beginning, there's no bass, and then all of a sudden the bass comes in. Guys, please don't share links. I will share links. If you need the link, just ask me. I will share it with you, but I just shared it, so you can click on the link that I have shared and go to the puzzle number 9. Right, so here, what do we have to do? We already saw that the shark does something when the bass starts. I'm going to share the link one more time. Look in the main chat. This coding method prepares you to write code. Let me show you quickly. If you press this button, show code, this is what your code will look like if you know the real code. It's kind of what we are using right now, but ours is more fun because it has colors and it's in blocks and we can just drag it. But this builds up to the place where you can actually code the real code. Right. So who can tell me, how do I change, what is this, the unicorn? How do I change the unicorn's properties on the base? Which of these blocks can I use? As I said, I will share my email at the end of the lesson. Which of these blocks can I use to make the unicorn do something according to the base? Who can tell me? Come guys, respond quickly, then we can move all the way to number 13. But if you don't respond, I don't want to tell you all the answers. I want you to give me the answers. Anyone who wants to, there we see, use the size. Which block? Is it the blue, red, purple, turquoise, or green? Which one? Or pink? Purple. This one. Zana? Monica says pink. Remember what I have to do. I have to make on change size or something, change something when the bass of the song starts kicking in. So do you think the purple block will do that? Or do you think the red block or the pink block will do that? Which block will do that? There we go. You are waking up now. The long green one. There we go. And where can I put it? Let's try it here under the other green one in the workspace. But remember, we can put it, we can try it here, we can try it here at the bottom. But you have to try and see what changes every time. So the right unicorn, let's see, what do we want to do? Let's give him some tint following the bass. So I'm going to put in my headphones and listen to my song. And you can listen to your song. And let's hit run. But keep an eye on my right unicorn. So what changed? When the bass of the music kicked in, the shark grew. He grew in height, and the unicorn's tint started flickering through all the colors. Did you see that? Someone's asking me, how do I get a character? Remember, before you even start, you have this setup already done for you. So you can see here by make a new shark, you can change it to something else. I want a duck, make a new duck. And then I have make a new unicorn. Let's change the unicorn to a pineapple. And now I'm going to run it again. Let me know. Let me know when you are done with it so we can go to the next puzzle. The pineapple looks nice when it's red. And look what's going to happen now. There's the base. All right, so I passed. I'm going to go on. There's still a lot of things that you can try out here. You can play around, but for the sake of our time, let's move on because we still have a few to do. We still have 4 puzzles to do before we get to the last one. Did you pass the level? So see why I want you to share your work with me, because yours can look totally different from mine and it can still be fine. You can still pass the level. Maybe you have 5 dancers and they're all cats and your background is something different. Right, so let's read the instructions together. Remember, you have to read your own instructions when I'm not with you, but I'm here now. So try to understand as I read. So don't rely on me to explain what it means. You have to try and think for yourself. So now it says when up pressed. So the new block is this one, the green one. Event block lets you run code when the up arrow is pressed. You might change the dance move, change a dancer's properties, or do a quick move just once. Be creative and look out for new blocks. So here they're actually inviting us to be creative. Here I see in my workspace, everything's already set up. According to this, I can see there are 2 dancers and there's already been the left dancer is going to repeat some moves here. So let me change stuff about the right dancer. So what can I do? What can I choose here and put it, which block can I put into my workspace to change something that the right dancer does when I press up? Who knows? I have to select something that's speaking about an action, right? So set background effect. Oh, we can try that. But the instructions say that I have to change the dance move or the properties of a dancer or do a quick move. So let's see. I don't want to make a new character. I want to use the robot because he's the right dancer. A quick move. So which one? Which one is it? Let me tell you. So I'm going to say this one. Left dancer. I can choose one of these because this one is forever and this one is once. So yes, I'll take a purple one, but now it says left dancer. I just need to remember to change it to right dancer because I said I wanted to change something that the robot does. So when I press up, what will happen? Let's make him do the floss. Are you happy with that? I want to change my song as well. Okay, let's hit run. I'm going to press up. See, now he's doing the floss. And he's not stopping. Well, he's doing it for a few measures. Let me just go back. I want to show you. So do you want to try something different? Let's see. Who thinks it will work if I put this block here? Do you think something will happen? Someone said, I love the floss. Yeah, it's pretty funny, right? Do you think something will happen if I put this block here? Yes or no? No guesses. Okay. Bless says yes. Let's see. So I'm going to press up and then see if the background changes. That would mean that this, when up is pressed, doesn't only work for the dancers, it also works for the background effect. I'm pressing up. There's the background effect. So yes, it does work. But now the robot's just standing there because I didn't program anything for him. Let's replay. Let's do something for the robot as well. I'm going to keep this when up is pressed, and then I'm just going to add something for him as well, because we can add many things for when up is pressed, then a few things can happen. It doesn't need to be one. You guys said you like the floss, so let's do the floss. Someone asked me if you can make them go faster so that it can look better. I'm sure in later on we will have that option, but right now we have to work with what we have. Let's do this also. The right dancer. Let's set the left dancer to 50 when I press up. So 3 different things will happen now when I press up. Are you ready? Look at my screen. Here we go. Pressing up. See, the robot's doing his floss and the cat's small and the background changed. Pretty cool, hey? That's why I say play around. You can add 10 effects if you want. You can play around and come up with something really creative, something that I can't even think of. So right now we're moving on to puzzle 11. I hope all of you have passed the previous one, and I'm going to share the new link in the chat. If you didn't pass, remember after this lesson has finished, you can go back and try to do different things until you pass, and you can try and play around and see what you can come up with. But unfortunately, we have to move a little faster now because our time's running out. Right, here we go. It's time for a dance off. The cat dabs when you press the left arrow key. Let's check here. In our code, it says when left pressed, left dancer do dab. So, okay, that means that's already done. We don't need to do anything. And then it says make the robot drop once you press the right arrow key and clap once you press the up arrow key. Wow. Use the keys to get the robot to do drop, clap as fast as you can. So now we can play around, but they are specifically asking us for these 2 things. So we have to make the robot drop. Okay, so what do I do? When right is pressed, what do I put here? It says, make the robot drop once you press the right arrow key and clap once you press the up arrow key. So what do I put underneath this green one that says when right is pressed? Here, I'm just showing you the blocks. Which one can I use? Remember, I can't use the forever one because then he's going to keep on doing it. I want them to do it once when I do it. So those of you, you're probably busy programming your own things, right? That's why you can't answer me right now. So I'm dragging this here. I'll fix it later, but I'm going to drag another one. The once. So please tell me this shouldn't be new dancer. It should be something different. What should it be? Should it be left dancer, new dancer, right dancer? Which one? Right dancer. There we go, Monica. Or Monicia. Sorry. Okay, so the right dancer, so when right is pressed, the right dancer has to do what? Make the robot drop once you press the right arrow key. So now I have to change this to drop. Just read it so that it makes sense. When right is pressed, the right dancer will do the drop. There we go. And we're still busy with the right dancer, but now it's when up is pressed. What does he need to do when up is pressed? Who can tell me? It says here, and clap once you press the up arrow key. Let's go to clap. Drop and clap. So the challenge is to show that it can do the drop when I press right, and when I press up, it can do the clap. And then they said I have to do it quickly as I can, to see what it looks like, because they're busy with a dance off. So maybe if he can do these moves very quickly, then he'll be the winner of the dance off. So I'm going to play, and then I'm going to just start by pressing it slowly. Right, up, right, up. See? Oh, I like my song. I'm going to play it again, and this time I'm going to press it very quickly. So those of you who want to see, you can watch now, and you can also listen to this song, because it's cute. It suits the dancers and the background. So I'm going to press run now and see what happens. I'm pressing it as quickly as I can. Drop, clap, drop, clap. It almost doesn't look like I'm clapping. Right, continue. There we go. You can go back after the class and play around some more if you want. Right, so we're going to puzzle 12 now, and I'm going to share the link again. Every time we go to a new puzzle, I'm sharing the link. And good job. I don't know what your name is. It just says Huawei. You passed. Very good. Okay, so this one looks a little bit different. Now I can't see my blocks because there are too many. So we have this arrow thingy saying, look here for all ducks blocks. All right, so I'll show you later, but here, let's read the instructions first before we go crazy. Check out this block. Make 6 new ducks in a circle. Wow. So now I'm going to start making a lot more dancers, and I can tell them how to stand. Now you can create a bunch of dancers at once. So this is a new block that we haven't had before. Try using some of the all ducks blocks to write code that will make all of the ducks dance together. Okay, so let's go here. Dancers. Groups. Okay, so here I am in the groups. And events. Okay, so now they have organized your blocks into 4 sets. The first one is world, so that's background effect and foreground effect. Wow, we haven't had that. Let's take it out. Let's do a foreground effect, just for fun. Rain or hearts. Let's do hearts. And then I'm going to go to dancers, but this is just a single dancer. And they said we have to try and make everybody do the same thing. So let's do, I'll take this one. I'll use it later. And I'm going to take this one. Let's put it in here. So all ducks, this is not not just one of them. So because I have 6 ducks, right? So all the ducks will clap high. Now let's do something more interesting than clap. We'll do a star forever after 4 measures. All right, ready, here we go. See, they're doing the star. That is so cute. I'm going to do it again. So we can have a lot of fun with this one. Here at the side, it says unused code because it can't read it when it was there. Oh, I actually forgot about that one. So I'm going to play around with this just to show you that how things change. So I don't know, the foreground was a bit too much for me. So I'm going to change it to bubbles. Let's see if that is a little bit more subtle. You can make 6 ducks. You can make 20. Let's do 20 ducks. Let's say on the border. Now you have to really, really play around and see. But now I want more dancers. I don't just want the ducks. I want one main dancer. So make a new, let's put it here. Make a new, which character should we choose? Let's take a moose, and he is called, let's call him new dancer, and we put him at the center because he's our main dancer. And he's just going to stand there doing that small move that they do in the beginning. And let's do run and see what happens. It's so cool. I love it. Look at my 20 dancers. And I told them to do, I'm going to go back again. This is too much fun. I told them to do a star after the 4 measures. And then let's see, I'm going back to dancers. And I'm going to use this one. Wait, let me see. Events. Let's do the events. After 4 measures. No, I don't want to take this one. I want to take this one when up is pressed. Let me remove these ones. Can I just move it back here? See, if I drag it back, it goes into the recycle bin, into the trash can. So when up is pressed, let's make the main dancer do something. He is the moose. Let's take this one. Guys, this has endless possibilities. You can go on with one puzzle for, I think, a half an hour. Just play around. Let's do, because his name is, what's his name? New Dancer. And let's make him do the ole when I press up. So here we go. Are you looking at my screen? Wait, I forgot to reset and run. He's not following my instructions. I did something wrong. When up is pressed, the new dancer, what's his name? His name is New Dancer. Do ole. Maybe I should give him a drop down. And let's move this entire code here. Let's try it again. And when you've passed, you can just wait for me there on the last puzzle, because this is the last time I will run this. It's not running smoothly, guys. Sorry. you don't get the effect that it's supposed to show. But never mind, let's move on to the next puzzle, and you can play around, you can go back. And before we start puzzle 13, I just want to tell you that this is what your homework will be. I will show you at the end of this puzzle, you get an opportunity to share or to download this video. So you can go crazy here because your entire video you can download and save and share with your friends. So I want here, you can really just use all these blocks, go into world, see what there is, go to the dances, the groups, events, numbers, logic, and just move them and put them into places and see what you can do. So here we have no instructions except for get your groove on, create a dance of your own to share with your friends. I do hope you are going to share with me because this is awesome. So I'm just going to go through the process with you guys, but remember, we don't have that much time. So mine will be maybe 4 or 5 minutes. You can play around for 20 minutes and then you'll have a really awesome, elaborate dance. And I'd love to see that. So let's say tropical flowers. I'm going to share my email at the end, guys. So here it says make 9 new pineapples in a circle. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to say border, and I liked having 20, so I'm going to make it 20 again. And I'm going to add more. So this one, let's add it here. Because can you see here, the red one talks about the pineapples, and then it says pineapples due next. And then it says make a new robot, and then it talks about this robot is dancer 1. So it gives robot 1, dancer 1 the instructions. And I'm making, let's see how many. Let's choose 12. 12 sloths. And let's put them in an inside square. I have no idea. Remember, oh, I see someone says it says I finished the puzzle. This one, whatever you do, you will finish the puzzle. But the challenge is to make it complicated. Go back and change things, put more things in it. Use every block you can, like when I press up, when I press down, after 4 measures. So this is just a setup. And let's change it so everybody does the same move. So I'm going to say next here, and I'm going to say next here, because that means they will move. Hopefully they will move at the same time they will move to the next moves at the same time. And let's take this one. Ooh, this is the wrong one. I need this dancer. Yes. So I want to see now if all of these dancers, there are 3 sets of dancers, and I can change them. Wait. It should be a group 1. So this is also wrong. So as soon as you drag it out, just check. So this one says pineapples due next. This one says dancer 1 because he's only 1 dancer. And then, so I need a group block. So all, and then let's see if this one will work. And I'm changing it to the sloths. So I want the sloths to do that. Right. Are you ready? Here we go. It's taking a while. I don't know why. See, I have the robots, then I have my inner square, then I have my outer border. And they're all moving at the same time. They're doing the same moves. Unfortunately, we have to stop here. But if if I go on my own now, I would add more things like after 4 measures do this, and then I will make each group do something different so that, let's see, just to show you something, let's make the one group do one thing over and over again. So let's make them do the star. Let's make the middle one, he can just do everything because he's the main dancer. And let's make the sloths do, I don't know what a body roll is, but let's check it out. And then press run. So see, now they're all going to do different things. The pineapples are doing stars. Oh, the body roll. I see. Yes, I'm hoping that your videos will be awesome. I'm going to share my new screen with, the old screen with you so that we just finish this lesson quickly. My dances are going on now, but I'm just going to share so that we can quickly finish our lesson. Can you all see this? There we go. Right, so these are the blocks that we looked at, and this is your homework that we just discussed. I want you to do the same puzzle that we just did, puzzle 13. You can experiment. Remember, there's no right or wrong because they didn't even tell you to do one thing. They just said be creative. So you can really try anything and see how long you can write your code and then download your video. Actually, I did want to go back to show you. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I have no idea. Oh, there you see. So you can watch your video for as long as you want. See, we're back there watching the video. And then you go to finish. Click finish. Now see, it says, congratulations, you completed dance party. And then it gives you options. It says Facebook, Twitter, add to projects, publish. Now, because this is not on your own account, you can't add it to your projects. You can publish and there, download that one. Are you all with me? There's an arrow that goes down to that and it says animation. So I want you to press that button, then it will send it. We will save it to your computer or the device that you are using to code from. And then you can send it to me via email. And I'm going to share the email with you right now. Some of you are very impatient. There we go. Marilet2007@yahoo.co.uk. Remember, I told you I'll share it at the end of the lesson. I'm going to share it at the end of every lesson, so you don't need to worry. And I'll keep it here for a minute or so that you can write it down. Marilet2007, no capital letters, but it doesn't really matter if you put them in, at yahoo.co.uk. Just don't do .com. Mine is .uk. If you use .com, I will not get it. So remember, you download your animation, then it's on your computer. You can ask your mom or dad to help if you don't know how to do it, and just send an email and attach that little file that you just downloaded. And please add your name because I don't always know who's sending me the email. I can only see the email address. So just say this is whatever, Bridget or whatever your name is, and share. Tell me, you can even tell me a little bit about yourself, but you can say I'm in your grade 6 coding class and this is my video. All right, guys, enjoy your weekend. Remember, we don't have classes next week, but I will see you the following week and we will do lesson 2 together. In the meantime, you can go crazy on lesson 1's puzzles. Try to see how much you can come up with and share them all with me if you want. I'm very curious. And I also enjoyed the class. I see you guys also enjoyed it. Thank you for being here. Please follow us on social media, and then I'll see you in about a week's time for our next coding lesson. Goodbye.